I've decided to make a short film about Yokohama Park. And one of the first things you need to understand about Yokohama Park is the significance of the street that it's at. The street that we're walking down is called Nihonodori. Not very busy. I can walk out right in the middle of it. Nihonodori is literally Japan's first Western style road. So the pavement or whatever, the design, trees along the side. So you'll see in the foreground, that's the ballpark, and I'll get there in a minute. And if you didn't believe me, here's a sign that says basically what I just told you. So the Hanshin Tigers are in town today. Looks like we have a few cheerleaders that have just left the game. One thing I would come back and show you in a minute is this park. So the park itself is clearly a baseball facility. The park is 130 years old. The building, I'm going to guess, is probably something from the 70s or 80s. I don't think it's very large by North American standards in terms of capacity, but it is one of the major ballparks in Japan. This is new to me recently. I think it's a great idea. It's basically an outdoor beer garden. You watch the game, drink some beer. So the stadium itself I don't think is anything remarkable by North American standards, but the atmosphere, people hanging out, drinking, just everything is just fun. I think the first pitch is in about 5 minutes. Popped in here earlier for a quick beer. Burgers are good, but I think the food here is better. I'm a big fan of food trucks. This one coming up has got Cuban sandwiches. This guy's here all the time. Got a great business. Nothing complicated, just great food. Smoking tents, because it's not cool to smoke outside. So you'll see a few people who are dressed like cheerleaders that are leaving. I don't think they're official cheerleaders. They're like a, I don't know, extracurricular sponsor or whatever. But they were out 2 hours ago performing a show. There was hundreds of photographers, hundreds of not hundreds, dozens of fans. It's interesting. So I basically walked all the way through the park now, corner to corner. I wanted to catch this. Some people think this is a problem. I don't. But there's a major train station about, well, you can see the train going in. And you can see the people crossing. In a year that I've lived here, I've never heard of any issues. But people are complaining that it's not safe. So what they're doing is they're building, adjacent to this new building, they're building a new bridge there that'll be apparently safer. Sounds like the first pitch was a strike. Alright, I turned around and I'm walking back the opposite way now. So, same stuff, different view. I am going to turn around the corner here if I can. We're dead center field. And the reason I know that is after the game, Or as an example, 4 hours ago before the game, there's a line up here. What they're doing is this set of doors opens up and looks basically straight from center field over the pitcher's mound to home plate, and you can see the teams practicing. So people will line up and essentially wait. They get 30 seconds to go in and have their picture taken, take a picture of the field, etc. Kind of cool. So that's looking back towards Nihonodori, the first Western Street. We're going to walk into the park. Again, these dirty patches, so to speak, are tulip beds, and they're full of tulips in March, April, whenever tulip season is. So there's the part I was just walking through. You can see the stadium in the background. And then there's this. It's busier before the games. Baseball families like to bring the kids out. There's turtles here, etc. But again, I think it's kind of interesting how they've made a it's all a park, isn't it? It's a park. And there's the park. You can see the turtles. I think those are also water spiders. They seem to be rather huge. Okay, almost done. A couple more things to show you. I'm gonna walk out basically out through that corner. My place is 2 blocks that way as the crow flies, and yes, I can hear them when they're playing. I guess that kind of shows the layout. Never noticed that sign before. So we're at the corner. Signs for parks and streets. This little bar, Flashback Cafe, does good business before and after games. I pop in there once in a while for lunch. They have a really good lunch special. And then there's a place up here I want to show you. So imagine my delight and surprise when this place opened up 2 weeks ago. First of all, just look at what they have on tap. It's good. Food is awesome. And it's a small world. I know people that know the guy that owns the place, and I've got a picture of the smoker.